Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Okay, today it won't be an animal related video. It's part of my health journey vlog. So today I want to make a grocery haul video to show you what I buy, what I eat, what meal prep I'm doing, and I'm not sure if I'm keto, paleo, or carnivore. For you it is to decide, but I really want to show you what I eat right now and what's really amazing for me. By the way, no makeup, no nothing. My skin is still doing pretty well on this diet. I switched from regular plant-based diet, borderline vegan in December, to this mostly meat, zero grain, mostly no sugar, zero refined sugar, that's for sure. I don't eat beans, I don't eat any source of grain, I don't eat rice. I mostly eat meat, dairy, very little vegetables, some berries and some fruits. And it's done wonders. My energy levels are like through the roof. I'm super happy with it. I get much better sleep, I get much more work done. And I want to share with you what I eat to get those results. And yeah, welcome. So yeah, let's flip it around and I will just show you my grocery haul. Today we actually had some time to go to groceries because we just fell into a 2-week vacation. So I went to all my favorite shops, the Russian store, the Asian store. So we got all types of cultures mixed in together in this grocery haul. So yeah, let's see it. So you might think it's not so much food. But this actually will sustain us for about a week if we go at it well. Let's begin with what we bought meat-wise, and then we'll just go to the little side things. So meat-wise, and yes, you will laugh, we're gonna share it with my dog. I'm gonna make a bone broth with some bone marrow. So I bought all these amazing bones with the marrow still in it. And this is quite fairly cheap, like honestly for a pack that weighs about 10 pounds. Look at that price of that. This is beef bones. Then we have this one, which will increase skin elasticity and collagen, also going in the same soup. This is pied de vache, which is basically a both bones come from beef, and this is beef feet, leg, I guess. And this has still the skin on it. It has all the cartilage, everything. So it's going to be a very nutritious soup, especially for the bone marrow. And also my dog gets a few of these a day. So we will share. Next up, we have the beef tartare, which we eat about once a month. This is basically a sirloin steak that was minced. And we like to add a few capers to this. My husband likes to add some mustard, but I like to add just butter to it, some butter, some salt, or some salted butter, and just eat it as it is. And it's really delicious. So a treat once a month, we get some of this tartare. Also from the same butcher, we got some veal liver. I usually sear it a little bit, or I eat a few pieces raw. It's really fresh, it's veal, it's amazing. Also from the local butcher, local market. Yeah, it's really delicious. I usually add some butter to this also. Next up, I'll just move this away. Next up, you know my soup I was talking about earlier with the bones in it? It also will have tripe. This is green tripe. It's amazing for digestion. It's full of minerals, and I absolutely love this. And with this soup, I also will add a little bit of vegetable. This is Asian okra or Chinese okra, and it's just for flavor basically. Even if I don't eat the actual vegetables, if it goes in the broth, it tastes really good. And I usually add a few carrots to it, and yeah, and one of the spices I like to use is cinnamon. So when I make this tripe and bone broth, I add some cinnamon, some Asian okra, some carrots, salt. That's it. That's pretty much it, and it comes out really delicious. I'll just show you a picture here what it looked like last time I made it, and yeah, everyone loved it. So next, the find of the day, I found some cod liver. And this one is written in Russian, so I'm pretty happy about this. This is just some cod liver in its own oil. It's written here in its own oil. And this is a product of Iceland. It's also cod liver, but it's a pate, and it's mixed with its own roe and some spices. So I can't wait to try these things. I've never actually had this, and I was so excited to see it at my local Asian market. So that will be a snack for a little bit later. All right, on to the Russian store. We went to the Russian store, and I will show you. We got this amazing mackerel. Maybe like this, you'll see it better. Amazing mackerel. It's a smoked fish and the whole fish, as you can see. And I really like it as a snack, or, you know, like basically I'm Russian, so I really enjoy smoked fish. So much so that this one, I couldn't resist taking a few bites out of it. This is actually, it's not written on it, but it is sturgeon, also smoked fish, smoked sturgeon, and absolutely amazing fish, super delicious. So these are my two Russian store treats. So next, for the soup, or just you know, randomly for breakfast, to put that on pan a little bit, we have some pork fat, just regular fat. If you want to up your intake of fats, there you go, pork fat, raw pork fat. In Russian we call it sala, but it's pretty delicious, this thing also. Okay, a little bit more controversial because some hardcore carnivores won't eat berries, but these are local source berries. They're seasonal. We have, I think this is gooseberry or something. This is one of my favorite berries, actually. They're really good. And this is blueberries, also from local farm, and very delicious. I don't believe in avoiding berries and fruits of all sorts. I mean, I can find it in the nature close by and just eat it out of the bush, so why wouldn't I just buy it already from a local market? And by the way, it's berry season everywhere, so if you're in the northern hemisphere of America, just go out for a good hike and enjoy some fresh berries from the side. They usually grow on the sunny side of a trail, so check out your trails. Make sure you don't poison yourself with like poisonous ones. So yeah, I do enjoy sometimes some green apples or some Asian pears. So I got 3. I usually don't eat the whole thing at once. It's just like half of it. And my dog really enjoys it, so I like to share it with her. So we have like half an apple a day together. We share it, and it's pretty good. The only thing I noticed with that is my teeth, they're kind of sensitive to the acidity in these type of fruits. So I try not to eat too much, but for the crunchiness and the energy it provides, it's pretty delicious. Little things that I like in cans, and don't blame me for it because I really enjoy it. It's heart of palms, and I was like debating, should I get it, should I get it, you know, would it mess up my diet? But then my husband's like, if you were in a jungle, you'd be eating hearts of palms because it grows inside of a palm. So like, yeah, that's a valid argument, and I never had anything bad happen when I eat hearts of palms, so why not just keep on going? Now, I really miss the US because I really enjoyed the raw milk that some of the states have. You could go straight to the farmer and get some raw milk, some raw cheese, some raw dairy in general. But here in Canada, it's illegal. Yeah, they made it illegal because that rule was before refrigeration happened and some people got sick. But now we all have fridges, and that dates back to the 1900s. So maybe it's time to update our rule and give us raw dairy instead of, you know, super filtered dairy that I have to absolutely have lactose free. But it's fun because in raw dairy, the lactose doesn't affect me nowhere near as much as if it was like some filtered processed dairy like in commercial stores. And with that, I also have my whipped cream, or just very fatty dairy. I do enjoy it in my morning tea. It's either in tea, or I have just a big glass of that milk and I add a little bit of that and cacao, and that's like kind of my morning coffee. It gives me a good boost, and it's fatty, and it really gives me energy because I'm not really hungry until like 2-3 p.m. and I usually wake up at 8, so by 9 I have a big glass of milk and extra fat in it. Sometimes I even add butter to it and some cacao powder, and yeah, not until 2-3 that I am actually hungry. So it's a good sustenance, and I don't really enjoy coffee. It gives me like like adrenal fatigue, so I try to avoid that. So yeah, there we are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm definitely not the best at making grocery hauls and directing it, but I try just to help out whoever I can with my experience with this whole health journey, how I switched from plant-based to practically carnivore. And I do believe that somewhere out there it will help someone to figure things out, because one diet could work amazing for some people and it could not work at all for others. Kind of what happened to me. So if you did enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to get my latest notifications. And on that note, I'll see you soon. Bye!